there, this is David Hull again, coming at you with the last edition of Mozart Alla Bass Guitar, How It's Done. I really appreciate everybody's comments. It's very, very cool to have so many people enjoy it, first of all, and second of all, try to make it a challenge. I hope you've enjoyed the transcription, and it's really great how many comments I get about it. The number one comment I get is, how hard is it? And it's not really hard. It just takes a lot of time and a lot of practice and a lot of commitment to actually nail the parts. The last and final section about it is using some different techniques, which I'll get to. But mainly, I just want to hammer home that I played this song I worked on this song, arranging it for off and on for 4 years. And then it was 2 years before I felt like I was comfortable playing it, especially in front of the thousands of people that have commented on it. So just work on it. This applies to anything. It's like if you're learning anything, it doesn't have to be this, but obviously the more you work on it, the faster it'll come. But if you just stick with it, it doesn't matter how long it takes, just do it. So anyway, getting to the techniques. As I said in the first video, there's nothing new. It's all been done before. I'm just doing it in a different way, especially in this last section, which the main thing is now I'm tapping with the thumb, which I don't believe I've seen done before, but I really needed to do something to get what I wanted out. And what it ends up being is... So there was this little grace note thing in the piano music where it goes ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. So what I'm ended up doing is thumb on the E string. I couldn't even begin to tell you what fret it's on, but it's all in the transcription. But I'm using these three fingers to tap. So thumb, index, middle. And then this is kind of the tricky part. It takes a lot of practice to get this aim down, but the last one is on the G string and it's with the thumb. So it's... Okay. And there's a bunch of sliding, all that stuff. It takes a while to get it actually down and under your fingers so that it doesn't sound like some drunk person walking around. So anyway, it's and as you can tell, it still sounds a little bit funny by itself, but I swear I'm not drunk. Anyway, so then the next trick is to combine your tapping fingers, which this will take a lot of practice. It took me a long time to get the thumb tapping and the aim down. Also, I wanted to address this. I have pretty low action. The bass that you're playing on really makes a big difference. This right here is a Sound Gear SRX 705 or something like that. But I just made sure that the action was set up real low. I originally learned this song on another bass that had a much higher action, so I got much more used to having to use all the strength in the fingers for the tapping, especially for this part. Okay, so but the bass you use really makes a difference. Okay, so going on, the next part is it's what's called an Alberti bass line in classical music. But it's just a matter of building up the strength to do it and also not hurting yourself to do this. I tell a lot of people, if you hurt, just stop for a while, shake it off, because this stuff is pretty hard on your hands and it takes a lot of strength building. So I'm starting out on the root note, A, E, C sharp, E, okay? Nothing too crazy right here, it's just tapping. Just practice it slow, get faster. Okay, so that's that's really the only way to practice it. Overall, the whole part is, well, starting from the beginning of that section, it's on the left hand, basically. grace note right there in the melody. Okay, so that's just a quick little tap with the middle finger rather than a slide. Most of the rest is sliding or tapping. Alberti bass line. That goes on. Now right here, this is where it kind of goes on to do a full chord, which this took a lot of practice too, but it's just 2 notes that you got to end up on that full chord. It's basically an A major chord. Now also another issue that I've had to answer is that this is a 5-string bass, but it's totally possible to do this on a 4. There are little things you got to make up for, but for instance, I'll do that part right there. Okay, so now I'm used to the 5-string, but I'm definitely convinced that if it's possible for a 5-string bass, it's definitely possible for a 4-string bass. So we'll get back to that, and well, I suppose I'll kind of leave you with don't let anybody or anything or any thoughts inhibit what you think is possible, because this wasn't possible as far as a lot of people were concerned. It's just a matter of working on it and having an idea of what you want to do. So stick with it. I think that's probably the most important thing about anything like this. By the way, these videos are not about this song. This song is a good vehicle for technique and all that stuff, but really just do what you want to hear and don't let anybody tell you different. I've been getting more and more comments like that. Dude, that's impossible. It's not impossible. It's just a matter of commitment and taking the time to do it. So anyway, I like to leave you with that little bit of knowledge, and I'm sure you'll see me along the road. Alright, come say hey if you ever happen to pawn like a show or something. So,